Everyone, and welcome to Cutting Stems, the Bachelor After Show. We are missing our second, I guess I would call her, member of the show today. She has once again been replaced by a stool carrying chocolate-covered strawberries. Thanks, Edible. But we do have a message, we would like to share it. Our dear friend has once again been replaced by a stool, and we would just like her to know that we miss Rhea.
Come home, Rhea.
Yeah,
we miss you.
We miss you,
That's
Rhea.
what this feels like. This feels
I miss you.
Like the Gone Girl thing where it's like, come home, Amy.
We have the date and time under each thing.
Makes it not super accessible for me, but still.
Yes,
we miss you.
We do.
Yeah.
She's under the weather, so she is
Yes.
not here with us this evening. I'm sure she would also like me to let you all know that she has taken multiple COVID tests. And had they have been negative, so she is not feeling well. And we have our chocolate-covered strawberries, thanks to Edible. Just want to give that a quick shout-out. You can go to the website, edible.com. You can order these bad boys that we got here. Cutting Stems 10 is the code, and you can get $10 off. Look at these. Look at the cute packaging.
Beautiful boxes.
Valentine's Day.
Can I
Don't
open
fuck
up what's
this
inside?
up. Oh, she's calling me.
They do.
Oh, she is? Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I'll wait to open this.
Is she going to be emotional? She'll be so happy.
I miss you guys too.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay, we just wanted to, oh, she hung up. Okay, how is it? Okay,
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Good, we did good, guys. But yes, very cute for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, the inside.
Since, I believe there's chocolate-covered strawberries in there. Can you confirm,
Is that what's in there? Let's see.
Maybe?
Yeah. Chocolate-covered strawberries. Trent? I don't want to tease you.
No,
you have enough. Okay.
The ones with the sprinkles are over
I
here.
like the
you do
sprinkles.
love
And they've
the
got
sprinkles.
cookies this time
Yeah.
around.
Can I try a cookie?
Yes,
I've never
absolutely.
had.
Is it all right if I,
You can touch it with your
Are you
fingers.
sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't care.
There you go.
Look at that.
What are these chocolate strawberries on top
Ooh, it's like a
of?
sugar
Is that like
cookie.
a cupcake? Let me try it.
It's-
Oh, it's spongy.
It's squishy. It's
Oh,
like a
like an
cake.
angel
Yeah.
food cake type?
It's
Yeah, try it. Get it.
we're in business here,
Oh, it's
folks.
like it's like cheesecake.
Oh. Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
I won't put that back on there because that's got.
Would you look at that? Okay, guys. The Bachelor, another episode where once again the preview was for this episode was the last 5 minutes of the episode.
Well, it's the Shanae show now.
But
It's
it's
shifted.
just it's crazy that the show starts or last week, whatever you want to call it. You see the preview and it's like, oh, big 2-on-1, big 2-on-1.
Yep.
We don't see it. We get
You called
everything
that.
else.
Nothing.
It was like we're gonna get 5 minutes of it. And that's exactly what we did.
Yeah. At what point in the show were we checking the clock, being like, all right, it's 9:15. There's like not enough time for this long
9:12.
date, and that's when they announced the group
9:12.
date,
I
right?
clocked it at 9:12 when they they were just getting to announcing the names on the group date. I was
Right.
like, nope, we're not getting any
Not
of
enough
this.
The
time.
whole structure of this episode was odd. It started
was.
and we didn't see the end of the group date after
Yeah,
Shanae.
it was like a to be continued, but it didn't say to be continued.
No,
right?
they jumped right into the one-on-one with
Serene.
We didn't know who got the group date rose
They
after
just didn't show us.
Shanae threw the trophy. And it was, the whole thing was screwed up. I knew we weren't going to get to the 2-on-1 and we didn't, so.
We had to actually wait for the cocktail party for the rose ceremony just to use our own brains to see
To
who
count the
had an
roses.
extra rose.
We had to count the roses.
Teddy
We had to
apparently
see-
got the group date rose.
It's Teddy, which she's great.
Congratulations.
Which somebody reminded me today on Twitter. I was like, "Who's Teddy?" I totally forgot. First impression rose, Teddy.
Yeah.
Completely forgot. It's
she
why
hasn't
hasn't
gotten
she
a one-on-one date yet.
Why hasn't
so-
she had like any more airtime? Like I feel like
Yeah.
she's wonderful. We really liked her. I don't know.
Her and Clayton had like weird, good energy too at the beginning.
Yeah.
It was kind of goofy.
They did.
And then she just hasn't, we haven't
Well,
seen
the
her
thing
since.
is they must have had some at the end of last week's group date, and we just didn't see.
Yeah,
it.
I guess we
They
saw
just-
nothing. It
because
wasn't for
because
us
they
to
didn't air it.
Wasn't for
And
us to see.
She had the rose because once again everything is so hyper focused on what is going on with Shanae. So yeah, we get this whole one-on-one date with Serene. They have the amusement park to themselves. It's a great date. They're sharing stories, and then it went right into like the cocktail party. It was just back to the Shanae drama where they were addressing what happened with the trophy. They just kind of put a one-on-one date right in the middle of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Thoughts on the one-on-one date?
I thought it was
a good
nice.
date.
Yeah. They rented out the whole pier. I think they called
Yeah.
it Pleasure Pier.
Pleasure Pier is exactly
yeah.
what they call it.
Is that what they
Yeah.
call it?
Pleasure Pier.
That's interesting. And
Interesting.
it
Yeah.
seemed like a fun day. I don't know. We were talking about this for a while we were watching. I can't really do rides anymore.
Yeah, I'm the same.
You hit a certain
Dramamine.
age, and you need Dramamine, or in your body just can't do it. So it looked like a fun day, but I don't know if I would ever like to go on one anymore.
I do have to say, I am kind of afraid I have hit that point. I
Yep.
love roller coasters.
Same.
And always have. And the last time I was on them, I did have that moment where I was like, this might not be as fun as I remember. And I got so scared that I was having that moment, I haven't been back since.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how
Because
it
I'm
goes.
Let me
like,
tell you something.
I cannot
Everyone
accept
has
that
that
roller
moment.
coasters
Let me
are
tell you
no
something.
longer part of my life.
Yeah.
You had that moment. That
did.
is
Yeah,
that.
that is a
You
moment.
are
I think
afraid
it
of
was the
roller
moment.
coasters now.
Yeah.
And it is. It sucks, but it happens.
It's the worst. I had that same moment. I went on the Incredible Hulk ride at Universal, and at the beginning it shoots out really fast, and I passed out, fainted.
Did you?
Yeah, fainted on the ride. Was asleep the whole ride. It was fucked up.
That's
and
your
then
body
after
being
that,
like, we're not doing this.
yeah,
Did you buy the picture?
the picture you couldn't really see me. I wanted to buy the picture, but you couldn't
my
really
God.
tell that I was like
would've
slumped
been
over.
gold.
I know.
The picture
I
would have
wish.
been gold. You know the picture
I
that
know.
you take that you have to buy?
Yes,
You're
literally.
just passed out
Well,
on
I
the
looked
ride?
for it. After I got off, I was like, feeling sick. I was like, I'm gonna throw up. Everybody's like, since when? Like, you love roller coasters. And I was like, I don't know. This one fucked me up. And then
Fun
it just.
story
End of the line.
about my sister is we went to Disney one year and we went on all the rides and she was like, I don't know, 7 or 8, like, yeah, and she made the same face on every ride. We bought every single picture. We had
That's
them framed
amazing.
in our house for a long time, like Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, everything. She was just like this,
Just is that
like
fear?
eyes bulging,
That's
like
fear.
Just experiencing it. Yeah.
And,
Just
yes,
trying not
on
to.
every ride. Not a single emotion.
That's amazing. The pictures crack me up on those rides.
Yeah, and then you spend like $35 for the
Yeah,
photo.
exactly. Yeah, I'll say though the rides that they were on in the show were very much like
classics.
they were the classic rides that were very like boardwalk-esque, like the
Yeah.
Flying Dutchman one.
And they were trying to have like an
the
actual
swings,
conversation while they were on that one.
which is
You
crazy.
can't do that.
You have to like hold back vomit on that ride. You can't be like, so like, what's your family like? Like you can't be.
Because it really rocks like a boat. It just
Yeah.
goes,
Oh gosh.
I'm sick. I'm
You
sick
gotta
thinking
be
about
sick
it.
thinking about it. Seriously.
thinking about
like,
it.
I used to think that ride was so much fun as a kid, and now I would get
Yeah.
on and just be like, "This is a torture chamber
Yeah.
now."
Same. I feel
Man,
the
growing
same.
up sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks so bad.
You know?
I'm so over it.
Big
I'm
time.
done.
I like
I'm so
I like
done.
games though. You guys like the carnival games?
Carnival
Yeah.
games are fun sometimes. They're a little bit of a ripoff, but if
They're-
you're,
They
if you're
absolutely are,
free,
but you gotta accept them for what they are.
that's true. That's true.
I wish I could win more.
Also that.
You know?
They rig
just-
them up
Yeah.
so you
They
can't.
rig them up.
Yeah.
And you're just
Rig 'em
like,
up.
I want a teddy bear.
Boy,
Yeah.
have we just deflated everything there is about amusement parks and carnivals.
We feel crotchety as hell right
Yeah,
now. I feel like,
wow.
oh, don't go.
Oh, my Lord.
Take
All right.
your Dramamine
Yeah.
and don't throw up. Like,
Serene
please.
got a rose that
Put me
made,
out.
they had a date that went just fine, I would say.
Yeah.
And the ladies basically all say to Shanae, like, you fucked up again, and now you got to talk to Clayton, and all the girls from the group date all lined up and confronted Clayton and said, she came back, she yelled at us, she threw the trophy. And then we saw maybe one of the most bizarre conversations we've had this season of Clayton sitting Shanae down and being like, you know what you did was wrong, right?
said-
Like, you have to apologize to the group.
He said, "Are you apologetic?"
Like,
yeah.
Which is a weird way to say that.
Are you
So weird.
apologetic? Like,
So
it's just,
weird.
That was really strange. I think that the fact that he even had to sit her down and be like, "Do you know that you were in the wrong?" and then basically be like, "You have to apologize to everyone." I tweeted this. It very
Right.
much seemed like a parent like teaching a small child what's right and wrong as far as like sharing
Does it not
or being
click?
nice to people. Like it just seems it
Yeah.
was so weird.
Does it not click that she clearly has not already apologized?
I know.
Like, time has passed since the group
It's been
date.
too much time,
She's
like-
only apologizing because you're telling her to apologize.
It's too little, too late. JoJo said it best.
Yes.
I
You're
think
right.
there's a part. I think there's a part of Clayton, whether or not he even knows it's there himself, where when he's having that conversation with Shanae, he's basically being like, "I like you. I think you're super hot. Making out is great. Like
Now you go tell those girls.
Or like
Yeah.
he's like, you have to go at least try to make this right because they see what's going on between us. So you got to go at least try to apologize. He's so wrapped up in it that he's having a really hard time navigating these waters.
It's wild.
And he
trying to
he
think that
knows
is-
it as well.
He absolutely
FYI.
knows
He
it.
does know.
He absolutely knows it. He's tweeted about it. That's fantastic. I think that you saying that, not knowing how to navigate these waters, is the perfect description of Clayton for all of this. Because even when he's having the like one-on-one conversations and these one-on-one dates, and these girls are revealing the one-on-one date's the time to like tell them unpack all your baggage and talk about all your trauma, talk about all your stuff, what you've overcome in your life.
Yeah.
And every time these girls will get really emotional, get into it, tell the whole story, and his reaction, he's actively listening. You can tell he's a little like, I don't know really how to react, and always like yeah, that's a lot.
That's a
all
lot.
you really get at the end. And it's like, that's nice, he's trying, but you can tell it's uncomfortable for him to try to like.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of like, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Long pause.
Which I don't
Right.
honestly.
But how do you react?
No,
That's
no,
right. That's right.
How do you
I was
react?
like,
And
I
that's
look
not
at
a dig at
that.
him.
I
It's not a
completely
dig at
agree.
him.
That is not something that you are trained
Right.
to know how
Right.
to be on the receiving end of every
Yes.
contestant's trauma that they are now.
And I guarantee there's 3 cameras just like that, but
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
bigger, like
Yeah.
ready to
Completely.
see his reaction. You're
Completely.
just like, ooh, I don't know
Yeah.
what to say.
It's a high stress situation, and all these girls, I feel like after they have those moments, they feel so close to Clayton. But I feel like at the same time, I wonder if Clayton feels as close to them when they share to him, because it's not like he's sharing anything, right? Like, have we heard any sharing from Clayton?
Not really.
He did a little bit with the Caitlyn,
the share from the
confession
inside.
date, and so a little bit, but not crazy. But a lot of times I feel like that is now how it goes with the Bachelor, the
that's
Bachelorette.
true.
They don't really have a lot of time that is focused on like their lives, which is weird.
It is weird. I
But-
feel like I wish I would like
Remember
to
that
know
was a
more.
critique for Matt James. People were
Yeah.
like, "Well, I don't know anything about
For
this
sure,
guy."
because I think
Yeah.
people think, and they see Matt James on social media now, and they're like, he's so funny, and he's got
Yeah.
a great
Right.
personality. It's like, where the hell was that during his season? So
Completely.
yeah, definitely. But no, Clayton is watching it back, so he's seeing it now. He's been laughing. He, retweeted someone who said he had the clown face. It was the Joaquin Phoenix Joker clown face.
Yeah.
He's like, I've had my face painted for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Someone else tweeted,
Very funny.
it's honestly scary how manipulative Shanae is. Like, is she secretly a serial killer? And he wrote, lock her up. She's killed all my credibility already.
That's
really,
fine.
she really did.
So he must be watching with his jaw on the floor, because we all are. We see her put on these tears, apologize to the group, and then in her confessional say, give me the fucking Oscar. I'm an award-winning actress. Did you see all my tears pouring down my face? Nobody.
Move over Meryl Streep,
Yeah,
please,
move
please.
over Meryl Streep.
Don't you dare.
I
Yeah.
must say, I'm impressed by the tears. I couldn't muster tears in a situation where I wasn't emotional. Like for her to, I couldn't. I mean,
Maybe not you. Yeah, I think I could.
I could.
It's easy to work yourself up. Like, especially if
could.
you're a little embarrassed and you have to like give a speech in front of everybody. Like, she's
Okay.
definitely embarrassed. I don't think that she's
I
actually
could
sorry.
I bet Kelly could do it right now.
I could cry right
I could
now.
probably
Do you
do it.
want me to
I actually
I don't
probably
want
could
you
do
to.
it also
I don't
right now.
want you to cry. I'm just saying, and I'm not.
I want you to apologize to us, and then 2 seconds later say you want Meryl Streep to play you in a movie.
And I'm not incapable of crying, but
Yeah.
it's hard for me to. Oh no way.
It's really not that.
just-
This is the thing. I cry when
just
other
really
people cry.
Are you gonna make me cry? Are we gonna have 3
No,
people
I'm laughing
crying?
too hard now. I'm laughing too hard. I'm
No,
teared
no.
up, but not. I'm
Yes.
welled up, but I cried earlier. So
Yeah.
I'm a little tapped out.
Oh, you did cry when the Beatles song was playing.
Yeah.
I cry easily. I'm an easy crier. Rhea
that's
can do
fine.
it too. Rhea's good on command for crying.
Oh, she is also very good at those.
yeah.
I keep pointing like she's here, and it's just
I was
strawberries.
like, Rhea's good.
Like,
too.
I'm like, oh yeah, she's really good at it. This plate of strawberries.
Yeah, she's good at it too. No, play that song. There are places.
Yeah, no.
I re-
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit,
All right,
okay.
no,
I
now
will say
really
about
gotta stop.
Shanae,
Yeah.
she is clearly crushing her plan from the beginning, right? Like, you go in, the way she's acting, you know she went in with like, I'm gonna be the villain. Like, I want this.
Yeah.
Not even necessarily the villain, but like, I'm going to really hit all the lines. This is the Shanae show. Like, this is all about me. Like, really sending these bitches home. I'm sending these girls home one by one. Who's gonna be
Taking out
next?
the trash.
Like,
Yeah.
she's got all these things that she's saying, right? And it's just one thing after the next, because she does get that last rose again. Sierra goes home, Jill goes home, Lindsay goes home, and Sierra's like, don't be stupid. But you already are.
Too late.
Yeah.
Too late.
I will.
The don't
Once
be
again,
stupid. The
it's
don't be stupid on the way
just a
out.
little too late.
The don't be stupid on the way out. Like, don't be
Yes.
stupid. And it's like you already are, like you said.
Yeah.
But that was a good moment. I feel like people that were watching it, we all collectively were like, oh shit. Like I saw a lot of tweets about people being psyched about that.
I think we underestimated Shanae. Because when we
She knows what she's doing.
Cassidy.
I don't know if we underestimated Shanae.
Who did she?
She's
Elizabeth.
got major.
No, who,
She's got major Courtney. Courtney.
Courtney Robertson, yeah.
Yeah, she's got major.
I said
Courtney
I
vibes.
said something last week. I was like, Clayton's getting Ben F'd so hard right now.
Yeah.
Like that's
Like
Ben F is
Clayton
with,
might be
Courtney
sitting at
Robertson.
home watching this show with Shanae. Like,
honestly. Well, what's I think is the
true.
problem. True. I think
possible.
The problem though with it is that it's not that Shanae is so good at manipulating. I think that Clayton is easily swayed. I think
Yeah.
it's not hard. He's so overwhelmed in this situation that he doesn't know what to believe or who to believe, and all he sees is this crying girl who's like, they're bullying me, and now they're saying I was mean, but like I wasn't that mean, and like just going on, and it's like he just wants everything to be cool, and he's like, just apologize, just do this. He's trying to have like quick fixes for everything because he wants to keep everybody happy, and he thinks Shanae's hot. He wants to keep making out with her, so he's anything to not get rid of her.
do you think she's gonna make it out of this 2-on-1? I kind of think she is.
I don't know because they were both crying on the date. It seemed like, right, or at least.
Clayton looked like Clayton accused
Genevieve was
Genevieve of
crying.
lying.
Of being an actress.
Yeah,
Being a liar.
that was wild.
I think Shanae continues to make shit up. Like,
You know what I
think
bet?
Shanae might have told Clayton she was ready to pack her bags and go home.
Probably, and you know what too? Like that, especially that line of like you're being an actress, whatever.
Yeah.
I bet Shanae like said those words. Like I bet if there's gonna be an argument, she'll be like, "You're being an actress," like whatever, because she herself is the one that is so prideful in her acting abilities.
Yeah. Maybe
she's
she
gonna
wants to
spread
be
that
an
out.
actress.
Maybe she does. Maybe this is
What-
her big
Honestly,
break.
she's putting together a good audition tape.
Yeah, maybe
What
this is
if-
her big break.
What if at the end of this, it is Shanae, and it's just because, and the reason he likes her the most, and that's the reason he's giving her all these outs. Like in a weird way, would that be the system working? Where he clearly takes her side over everything because he likes her so
Once
much?
again, that is what happened with Courtney and Ben, but
that's exactly what happened. He was in
didn't
love with
work
her.
out in the long run.
She had sex with him. It's honestly, it's just the same. She had sex with him. I
Yeah.
think nobody else had sex with him. She was the only one. So it was like he was very attached to her, and everybody tried to tell him that she was full of shit, and he just didn't want to hear it. And then they
Sounds very
broke
familiar.
up quickly. Like she steamrolled him immediately. Like it was just
I think she might get out of the 2-on-1, but I don't think she's gonna win.
Yeah, that's fair. Gabby then they go. The international travel has started. They've had to Toronto, which Clayton said Toronto.
Yeah.
Toronto.
We're going to Toronto.
Toronto. And
Heavy OE.
Yes, very heavy. And Gabby gets the first one-on-one date. She's very happy about it. We're all happy about it. Gabby is, she's not my front runner for Clayton right now because I don't even have one for Clayton. I don't know who he's gonna pick.
That's an interesting
But Gabby is definitely my front runner for Bachelorette already. I think by far.
Oh, she'd be so good.
I think she has to be.
She would be cute.
I liked Gabby.
She's very funny.
Yes.
Very self-aware. She seems like she actually has some semblance of reality.
Right. She's cute, cutesy. She's silly. But I'll say this. I do kind of think that she goes well with Clayton. I think that date was the first time I had seen Clayton being like fun and cute and cool. I was like, oh, he's sweet. Like he's sweet. Like maybe she brings out something in him that these other girls just don't quite bring out. Because like he said, he's like, you're like silly and fun, and you being goofy like lets me be goofy, and it's just I don't know. Sometimes you need somebody silly to bring out the silliness.
I really like Gabby, and if she doesn't end up with Clayton, I think she'd be a great bachelorette.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
I think it comes down to the fact that I have no faith in Clayton's judgment right now.
That's
so
true.
like
Very fair.
Gabby would be a great pick, and I don't trust him to pick her.
Very
if
fair.
that makes sense.
Very
No,
fair.
totally, because like Kelly was saying, that was a side of Clayton we have not seen yet.
Yeah.
And she brought it out of him. And I think they had a really good date, like a genuinely good date.
Yeah.
They're laying on the ground playing with that dog. Basically, that dog was just so cute. So I
whole
immediately
day-
think the
yeah,
whole
the
date
whole
was
The
thing was
smash
very
cut to
cute.
Gabby laying on the ground with the dog.
with the dog.
Very funny.
Very funny and very sweet and very like real and just cool. I don't know. I like when it's so rare that we get those like not scripted looking moments that happen and people are comfortable and she brought something comfortable to the situation.
I agree.
The second group date we see is or I guess it's still technically the first group date because of last week. The group date is a roast. They're with legendary comedian, comic, who Trent was the only one in the room.
Yeah, what's his name? Who's
Russell
that guy?
Peters.
Russell
Yeah.
Peters.
Yeah.
Canadian Jeff Ross.
Was that a fair analysis?
Yeah, I think that's
Analysis
totally fair.
comparison.
Roast master. They were calling him roast master, saying
was
he's the
funny.
master of the roast, whatever. That's Canadian Jeff Ross.
Credit to those girls because I thought they all did a very good job. They were all actually funny. They were all a little mean, like they needed to be, and they fired off some jokes. I mean, between Sarah and Mara, Did not think that
I didn't
was going
think
to
about
rhyme
that
there,
either.
but
I
they
didn't
do,
either.
huh?
They sure
Sarah and Mara went at each other.
Yeah.
It was very funny. I think, Mara right now is the oldest. I think Sarah's the youngest. There's some cougar jokes, some 13-year-old jokes.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Very fair play.
Yeah.
I thought
Fair
that
play.
when we were watching Sarah rip apart Mara, it did. I thought it sounds so silly.
Shit. I didn't
even-
realize
I didn't realize that
Yeah,
either.
no. You don't hear it when you're tweeting about
No,
it.
you definitely don't. When we were watching that version of it, when she was calling her cougar, laughing, whatever, Mara's face was kind of stony, like, oh, okay, bitch, like, shut your mouth, I'm gonna kill you. Like, one more joke and then we're done, kind of thing. But then when Mara got back up there and was like, oh, Clayton, like, she's acting crazy, but I acted that way when I was 13 years old too, so I get it. That was a great joke.
Really
I
good.
have said nothing but talk shit about Mara Marinara this entire time. I give her credit for her jokes tonight. She was very funny. I appreciated them.
The babysitting joke always plays.
Always plays. I
Yep.
cackled. I was like, ha ha.
Yeah,
Same with the bench warming joke for the Bachelor.
yeah.
who
Great
never
joke
plays
with that,
football.
right?
I think that was Susie. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
They all did really well. That's a hard situation to
It
be
is
in, I
hard.
would imagine. Just
What do
like
we-
be funny in front of people and try
I
to
know.
roast them.
Yeah,
Like,
you get 10
ugh.
minutes, write a couple jokes, and then they're going to be on national TV. You know what I mean?
Nightmare.
What do you guys think about
There was no cute way.
the fact that there's no cute way. There's no cute way. That's
Tea
why
talk
that's
over
why I
strawberry.
keep not
You know,
because I'm
I
like
will
I'm
say-
so
The fact that this is like a sexy like Valentine's Day food.
yeah.
There really is no sexy
Well, you
way
know
to eat
why?
this.
It's because strawberries are so big now. Every time you see a strawberry,
I know.
it's
You think
massive.
they got too big?
I think so. I think the tinier strawberries are like, ooh,
the tiny
sexy
ones
in
are
my
easy.
lips, like whatever.
When you gotta
These
take
are like,
multiple bites, forget it. You're in
all,
trouble.
all strawberries.
I'd
all
also
strawberries.
love to just be able to pop them.
Me too.
Yep.
That's what we're saying. Just
Talk over
I mean, you.
I mean, yeah,
if
it's
they
not
would
gonna kill you.
slice off the top,
You could
slice
try.
off the whatever.
I bet it won't kill me. I bet. Well,
Let's see it right now. That whole thing.
if I just eat
Oh
the
my
whole
God,
thing.
that's
Yeah.
an
With
extra
the-
big one.
Yeah,
But they're all huge.
they're all big.
I guess. Yeah. Fuck, that's so big.
Do it. Do it.
Oh my God, Trent, how does that even stay in your mouth?
I didn't mean
Are you
the. I didn't mean the.
That's
the
what he meant.
brass.
That's what he meant. You said it'll be safe if you eat it. Oh my God, Trent.
I just meant the whole strawberry.
How does that whole thing
one
fit in your
bite.
mouth right now?
I meant the whole strawberry. I mean, you can eat it. It's
No, it's fine. How does it taste like dirt?
Yeah.
Or is this just from the ground?
Oh, but it's. I mean, that tastes good still.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, of course it's
Yes.
still good. You got chocolate and sprinkles. Well, anyway,
But
while he
wow,
finishes that,
I was.
while he finishes that, I want to ask. This is crazy.
No, that was the whole point. That's what I was talking about.
I meant that it's impossible to like. Like I physically
No.
can't get my mouth around that.
was
I was like, Fran.
I was saying.
We
that
are
I just
getting.
wanna-
What the fuck is going on? Like, are you guys good?
No.
I just wanted to see Trent put the whole thing.
I'm over here like, so in the meantime, and you're like,
I just want to see Trent like eat the whole thing, but not with the top.
I really thought that was a whole conversation.
no, I knew
I
what you were
just wanna
saying.
pop 'em.
He said you want to pop. I think you missed that part when he said I just want to pop them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
really
I was
good.
still thinking.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well,
Can I
that
ask
was
my
a
question
beautiful
about? Can I ask my question about this show right now, too, guys?
Yes.
What do you think? What did you think about the fact that so many of them roasted Shanae, even though she wasn't there?
Fair game.
I think so too. I think it's a little
Fair game. It's a little bit of a
It's a
cop
little
out.
right. It's a little bit
'cause
like
she's
say it
not
to my
there.
face, but
She's not there, but she is by far.
Yeah.
Like I
Who
think if
calls
you're,
her-
I think if you're a little nervous about making fun of another girl straight in front of her face,
Right. This is the best.
and you want to
alternative.
participate in the roast, go for the one that everybody's
Of course.
talking about.
Who said it? I think maybe it was Mara who called her the pig in the house. Who said
that was like-
I
I
was
think it
like,
was Mara.
that's quite the choice of words.
Roast. Well, it was a.
I guess
it was
the
a roast.
It was a roast.
the
Yeah,
pig.
she was like, "Oh, pick somebody, whatever," and well, I
Yeah.
guess we'll
Oh, I
pick the
guess.
pig in the
Yeah.
house.
I never thought
guess
about it
that
in
makes
that
sense.
context.
I thought she was just straight up calling her a pig. I was like, "Damn,
No,
girl,
no,
that's
no.
harsh."
I mean, they-
Marlena went in on her too. Got
Yeah.
on her herpes outbreak.
I mean, the girls hate Shanae.
Yeah, they really don't
Fuck.
like her.
Rightfully so.
They,
yeah, I mean,
they really
she's
don't
been
like her.
shitty to them this whole time.
Rachel, who didn't really participate, where we didn't see her go in too
Yeah, we didn't
hard
see
on
her
anyone.
jokes, yeah.
She got the group date rose. I think he really likes Rachel.
Definitely.
Definitely, we
think
saw
so
that.
too,
without,
yeah.
and they had that super boring one-on-one where they just seemed to really like each
Right,
other.
they're just
That
like
was it.
gazing into each other's eyes. Yeah.
Talking to that
Yeah.
random family.
Right.
That's right.
And
with all that coleslaw.
yeah.
I'll never forget.
And yep, and that
So
left us
good.
off to left us at the 2-on-1, where the girls they're going to the falls. Shanae and Genevieve, we kind of talked about it already because we got to see 3 minutes of it. So we'll see how that goes next week. Kelly, you want to pull up the YouTube?
Yes.
You want to pull your phone out of the bush there?
Phone from the bushes,
Yeah.
just sprouted up from the ground.
Also,
my
they
my
kept
own
saying
little
that you did
rose.
I thought that's what we were saying.
I
No,
we were just
Trent,
not on the same
I
page
knew
on
that
it.
that's what
I'm
you were
happy
saying.
that I did it.
Yeah.
I really, I might,
knew.
honestly, like from here on out, I might just eat them that way.
Because I was
mean,
really,
let's not get crazy.
I was really fumbling on it because it's not cute when you have to take multiple
Right.
bites.
Yes.
But I have to do that with the ones with the
But it's just,
sprinkles.
I always have chocolate fall on me,
Because
so-
they're just so good.
No, they are. I mean, over the course of
Yeah.
these
I'll
shows,
be
I've
honest.
eaten 20 of them.
I think I gotta open up this one while Kelly,
The little-
while you get
Yeah,
the.
open all that.
What did you
I just
think of the
asked.
little
I asked
cookie?
them for
I thought the
questions.
little cookie was
Little cookie
really-
was delicious. Yeah,
really
little
good.
sugar cookie.
I gotta get
delicious.
into the ones. I'm also not a big Kelly, me and you, not a big fan of the oh boy, the
geez.
sprinkles.
No, I'm not a sprinkle girl. I think that sprinkles taste
Oh
like chalk.
boy, do these
I mean,
look perfect.
live a
Okay,
little.
let's take some
Wow.
questions.
All right, let's see. So far we have. I just put in the. Put it in. Let's see.
Okay.
First question that we've gotten so far, literally number one, is if you had to guess the final four right now, who would you pick?
Oh well, Gabby,
Gabby.
Rachel,
Yep.
Susie.
You gonna put Shanae in here?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think we're still getting a fake out in this. The preview's a total fake out still. We're going to see. I do think I am confident that Gabby is up there during the I was intimate with both of
Definitely.
you.
And I think
Definitely.
and the other one we think is Rachel.
And
I
the
think.
other one
Rachel.
is blonde.
Uh-huh.
It could be Rachel, it could be Shanae, it could be Susie.
I think it's Rachel.
Also, we're forgetting
Could be
Teddy.
Shanae.
Isn't Teddy in a bunch of those scenes
Yeah.
for next week?
Serene is also
Or maybe
saying that
Serene.
she's in love with him.
Definitely Gabby.
He
Gabby
says I
is-
love you to at least three girls,
I would
right?
say Gabby, Rachel, Susie, Serene. That's my top four
That's a
right now.
good top
Gabby,
four.
Rachel, Susie.
I'm gonna do the same, but I'm gonna remove
Gabby.
Serene and add in Teddy. I feel like Teddy deserves a comeback. I feel like for some reason she hasn't. We haven't seen anything of her, and that to me makes me feel like their shit's solid and they can get to it at the end. You know what I mean?
Gabby, Rachel, Susie, Teddy? Is that something somebody said?
Oh my God! Wait, someone
That's
just
what
said.
Kelly just
Did you
said.
guys know? I mean, this is again from YouTube. I don't know how real, but someone said, "Did you guys know the random family from last week was actually a local BBQ business, but they decided not to promote it?" Weird. I want to know if that's true. Somebody's saying that. That sounds crazy.
I mean,
It
that would make
It
sense.
would
They
make
showed the
sense.
food 1,000 times, but they didn't
Weird.
actually they just stage it as.
Who knows?
Weird.
Oh, this is a good one.
That's
Who's-
shady.
Who
That's
is the
shady.
snake? Who's the snake that we think Clayton is yelling at the end? The person said, "Who's the snake?" Which I appreciate. Like,
What-
who
what
he
did
was
he say?
yelling at?
They
'Cause
made
he was
it
like,
look
"You
like
betrayed me."
They made it look like it was Gabby, but I,
feel like
don't
there's
think
no
it was
way.
Gabby.
She's a sweet angel. There's just no way. And if it's her,
I
my
hope
heart,
not.
my
That
heart will
would
be
be sad.
broken. My heart will be broken because I really like her a lot.
Man, I feel like in that scene though, they kind of showed it and it looked like Gabby.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
They edited it for sure to look like her. Okay.
There's
who-
been a fake out at every moment.
It's crazy.
I know. I don't
And
know
even
what's up
that
and
original,
down.
that
Every
original
single
moment,
trailer, there's been a fake out.
That
Every
origi-
single one.
the original moment where we first saw Clayton talking to somebody, where it's like up on that stairs thing, whatever the
They
fuck
made
that
it look
is,
like it was
looked
Shanae and Genevieve.
It made yes,
did.
exactly.
That's
So
true.
you know what? Can I actually say this? I forgot to say it before. Do we think that maybe on the actual group date, the 2-on-1, where they're like sitting outside and stuff, nobody gets a rose, and then maybe at the end of the night, he's like, I need some more time to decide, and then we don't get it. So maybe it's gonna be like super long. Because I feel like we saw
Maybe.
images of them both standing up there, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
They just
I
got
don't
us. They
know.
got us all over the
I'm telling you, it's fake out, one after another.
It's just crazy. Oh, someone says, do we think Genevieve sends herself home? I don't know.
Possible.
Is she that like bent out
I don't
shape
know
about
if
it?
Shanae is actually, if there's any truth to her saying she was gonna pack her bags and leave.
Yeah.
Right. Well, like, how would that work? I
We
guess?
had so many girls leave at the beginning that we kind of forget that maybe
Yeah.
someone's bound to leave on their own, I feel like.
Definitely. I feel like
happens
there's
at least
usually
once.
at least one person to.
But
yeah.
in this situation, I mean, it would basically be Genevieve sending herself home right before Clayton sends her home.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
like,
that doesn't make
I
as much
quit,
sense.
you can't fire me?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I can see that.
Someone.
Because she's just so fed up with Shanae.
yeah.
She's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
Someone else says, is the show losing credibility because they are airing Shanae talking about acting? I don't think so. I think this is how reality TV goes.
No, we've had
She's
that
putting on a
before.
show.
Yeah, no,
They're not
it's-
telling her to act like
yeah.
she wants to act like that. She's doing these things of her own accord. Like they're
At
not
the end of the
saying,
day,
hey, go cry.
she's acting so that she can get Clayton. You know, like she's
Right,
still
exactly.
she still is aiming for that goal. She's just lying to get her way there.
Yeah, no, I think that's
So-
totally fair.
Yeah, I think that's fair as well.
Yeah. All right, one more general question. What would you guys rate this season so far? I'll say scale of 1 to 10.
1 to 10?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling a little bit.
Yeah?
I am
Yeah,
too.
I just I'm a little tired of the Shanae stuff. I'm a little tired of like having a bachelor who doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. Right. It's
Like,
just,
you know,
it's exhausting watching someone make so many mistakes every week. And it's, again, it's like,
I don't need to have the Bachelor or the
What are you gonna
Bachelorette
do?
like really be so in tune and like get everything right. Of course you're gonna fuck up somewhere down the line.
Of course.
But we're now going on 4 weeks.
It's just a
like
lot.
Clayton has admitted himself,
Yeah.
where he really did not know what was happening.
right.
And
It's
I
wild.
also don't. We brought this up earlier. Like, who are the front runners? Like, really, right now?
I can't name a single one.
You
I
know?
mean, fucking
Rachel,
Shanae.
I think
Rachel,
Rachel's
I say
probably
Rachel
number
Yeah.
before,
one.
but like Shanae, like as far as Clayton is
Yeah.
concerned, at this point in his journey, Shanae is important to him.
She apologized and then went back to Clayton and was all happy, and then they just started making out again.
The full makeout. She's like, I did it, like blah, like just immediate.
So smart.
I'd give it right now a 6.3.
I think that's fair.
I'm still enjoying it. I'm over 50%, but
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm somewhere in that same range.
I'm in.
I think so too. I might do flat 6 with room
Yeah,
to
I just
grow.
can't like. I don't know how many more weeks I can do of Clayton just not realizing
No,
what's
this has to be
happening
the
with
last
Shanae.
week. All that shit we saw in the preview that's like him yelling at people, shit blowing up, that needs to happen next week because I need
Which
to I
does
need
make
some
me think
clarity for
Shanae
him.
might actually go home because
Yes.
it has been going on for so long.
Right,
Fingers
I do.
fucking
Yeah,
crossed.
if like okay, so if Shanae does go home next week, I think that'll be good for everybody.
I think
It'll
so,
just
too.
be kind of
It'll be
level
time.
everything out.
That'll
We
feel
just-
appropriate.
She ran the course. She'll be at the women tell all,
Right.
and then that'll be the
It'll
whole
get a
thing.
little more serious.
Yeah.
Also, too, somebody else asked, I just remembered, who do we think will be the villain once Shanae leaves? But I don't think at this point, like once the main villain goes away, usually there's not another villain.
Yeah.
It's usually one
To be
per
honest,
season.
I feel like we're really not gonna need one
No,
because
we've had enough villains.
it's going to be cut down enough, and the drama of Clayton potentially sleeping with 2 women, I feel like is going to
yeah, that's enough.
is
We
going
don't
to
need-
take the cake here.
Right, we don't need another villain for like more storylines. Like,
Yeah,
well
exactly.
said.
And technically, Shanae is our second villain, right? Who was the first?
Cassidy.
That's true. Cassidy was
Cassidy.
#1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I think we're done with it after this.
Someone sent me. Did you see Cassidy doing an AMA that was like, who should I hook up with on Bachelor in Paradise? So embarrassing. So embarrassing. So embarraing. I'm mortified.
But also, like,
Look, her
Get her to the
campaign,
beach.
her campaign to be on Paradise has already started.
No, of course of course she's going. Like obviously she's
Yeah.
going. But then for her to be like, who should I hook up with in Paradise? That's just sometimes.
I don't know
Like,
how- I don't know
get
if I'm
yourself
gonna be
a
able to
glass
do-
of water. It's like you're a
Yeah.
little too thirsty. I can't.
Cassidy and Shanae in Paradise together, reunite. The 2 of them reunited.
Besties? No, I bet they would have a big blow up over like the same guy. Like
Yeah,
they strike me as
they're-
people
yeah.
who would do, because Shanae now has this like taste of all the power by herself. Before she was Cassidy's like lapdog. Now she's head honcho. No way is she going into Paradise being like willing to give that up and play second fiddle to Cassidy again.
Yeah.
No way.
I'd watch that.
Me too.
All right, guys, let's cut some stems. Let's
All
give
right.
out some roses. I'm going first.
Oh.
'cause
You
I
go
don't want you
first.
guys to take mine.
You go
I think you're gonna
first.
take my rose for sure.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I absolutely am.
Yeah.
We all have the same one, which is why I'm going first.
Do it.
I'm giving my rose to the dog.
Yes.
Is that it?
Group
Wait,
rose.
you were giving it to who?
I'm giving it to the dog.
No, but I wish I had thought of that.
No, I was gonna say
Mine
dog, for
is
sure.
mine's the
Wow.
dog that Gabby was just on the ground.
The fluffy
with
white
because
dog.
honestly, for both parties, understandable.
That dog was the happiest dog I've ever
That
seen.
dog-
It looked right in the
It
camera.
just
and was
cut
just like
his belly up. He was just
Yeah.
having the time of his life. So
I love that dog so much.
The dog and Gabby are getting my rose.
Perfect.
And I will be cutting. I'm just cutting Clayton's dialogue for this
That's
week.
fair.
Okay.
He said some things that I was just like, ugh, a couple times.
Right.
One was, what are you, shoot, I tweeted it. He said, on the date with Serene, I think he said, like, what are you most interested in besides me, or what do you, shit.
I don't even
Just
know.
talking.
I don't know
I'm
if
just
I know
talking
what
to
you're
myself
talking about.
now.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it's like,
He
I wish I
said-
could help.
Oh, what are you in the mood for besides me?
Oh, yeah.
Please.
And then,
oh, and the have you ever eaten beaver before?
Yeah,
that was
he threw a have you ever eaten beaver before?
Spare me. Spare me.
He also said
Please.
something about those like maple syrup. He's like, these maple syrup
yeah.
shots are real syrupy.
Oh, he did say that.
Yeah.
Please. He's so horny. It's gross.
Sometimes-
Like,
I know,
he's so
just-
horny. He's so bad
But
at
the
like
thing
being
is,
horny.
I gotta cut it but I also have to acknowledge that on Twitter he does laugh at himself.
Yes.
So I
Oh, yeah.
very much appreciate that. Where
Yes.
like he hears himself saying this stuff and he's like, oh, that is cringe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
at
totally.
least he knows, but it deservedly so.
And I would say we're probably going to want to start preparing for very sexual Clayton. Because he
Super
clearly
sexual.
sleeps, or apparently sleeps with two
Yeah.
women, and it's going to get to that point pretty soon.
He
I'm
seems
not
like
saying
a-
it's going to be Pilot Pete, but I'm saying it's going to be.
I think it's gonna be close.
I think it's going to be close.
I think
too.
it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be very like gruff. I'm a big
No,
man.
no,
like
no,
it's gonna be like the
no,
brawny
no,
man
no,
coming to
no,
fuck
no,
everybody.
Trent.
I really feel
Trent.
that.
All right, I
Trent.
wrote them down. I wrote them down
Trent.
because I always forget. My rose is going to go to. Well, it's kind of yours too. Well, no, you gave it to the dog.
Yeah.
You said the dog and Gabby. I'm giving mine to Gabby.
Okay.
That's
Because
mine.
I think Gabby's great. Gabby seems like
Yeah.
the first somewhat normal person
I
that we've
agree.
run into on
Yes.
this
I
season.
agree.
Some of the other girls are normal as well. We're just getting too much Shanae.
Yeah.
But Gabby, just a delight.
Yeah.
An absolute delight.
Yep.
And the more of her we
100%.
get, the better. And then I am also cutting the stem of something Clayton related. His pronunciation of Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
Welcome to Toronto.
Toronto.
A guy who never said the word before.
Yeah.
Which seems unlikely.
It just seems a little
You know,
weird.
those
Somebody could've
T's at
told
the
him.
end are hard. It's like Clayton.
Yeah, Clayton.
How
Maybe
do
he
you-
really likes to call. Maybe he would prefer he was called Clayton.
How do you guys
Yeah,
say
maybe
that city name?
Toronto.
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 But
Toronto.
what also? Maybe we're like East
Now,
Coast
yeah, I
or
was gonna
something.
say,
Wait,
like, how did
you included. You're
now, how
included.
did
What?
Cana-
You say you're big
How
city
do
guy.
Canadians say
How long
it?
have you been living here now?
Toronto. I don't
5
know.
and a
I
half
can't do
years?
that.
That's a long time.
It is a long time.
How would Canadians say it? Because maybe we're the ones saying
Yeah, maybe it's like
That's
Toronto.
fair, too.
Honestly,
Toronto?
could be that.
But
it
he's-
could be that.
Yeah.
No, because my
Clayton's from
Canadian
part
friend
of
was
the
literally
world.
from Toronto. She does say Toronto. She emphasizes the second T. Now that I
Yeah,
think about
I mean,
it.
we
I might call her up right
be
now.
the ones saying it wrong.
Shout out my friend
honestly.
Sarah. My friend Sarah from Toronto.
Yeah.
Whoops.
You can still do it.
I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. Nobody
He's
cares.
not one of us.
Nobody-
Cut.
Yeah. No,
Kelly?
but- okay. I'm going to give my rose to the roast date. I like a roast
Good
date.
date.
I think it's
Okay.
funny, and I thought that all the girls did really well. I thought it was genuinely funny. It wasn't like
It was one of the funnier
painful.
ones we've had.
I think the girls sometimes are funnier than the guys. The guys always like maybe they bust a little bit of balls, but it's always more inside joke from like we're bros in the house. This one they were like cutting, and,
Yeah.
and I loved it.
It was good.
I love some good insults.
Agreed.
As far as my stem, oof, damn. I think I'm going to cut the stem of. Do we not have a Shanae? We have no Shanaes on the board.
No, we've
I'm
really
gonna cut-
focused on Clayton. this
Yeah,
evening.
yeah. I'm gonna cut some Shanae, specifically Shanae's horrible fake ass apology, and then immediately after her
The crocodile tears deserve it.
Yeah, her what's it? An interview? What's it called at the end? Testimonial. Her testimonial where she was like, "Move over, Meryl. Like, fuck, blah blah blah." No. I don't like any of that shit. Cut that.
No.
Cut it
Yep.
right off.
Snip, snip,
Snippy snip.
snip.
I just
right at
slurped.
the.
I cut, but I was slurping. I don't know.
Yeah.
I felt like a better sound effect than my snip snip.
Yeah. Done.
We're done.
We're done.
Cut it.
We're really hoping that perhaps that comes to an end next
Yes.
week. I think.
Fingers
so.
crossed.
Fingers crossed that it does. That wraps it up for today's Cutting Stems. We miss you, Rhea.
Yep.
Yeah, we miss you, Rhea.
No doubt.
We miss
Yep.
you,
about it.
One
Rhea.
final. Just.
We missed Rhea.
And I think that's how we'll end it. One more time, cuttingstems10, edible.com. February 12th. You got till February 12th to make sure you order these bad boys. And maybe order them yourselves and see if you can also just raw dog a strawberry.
Yes,
Do
like
it.
Trent just
Stick
Do
the
it.
entire
We're
thing in
changing
your
the
mouth.
world. This is how
Yeah.
we're gonna eat them from now
It's
on.
the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
Yep.
No bullshit.
Thank
All
you.
right. Good night, everyone. Good night. Oh, no.
Not pictured.
Oh, no.
Not pictured off-screen Rio with a
Uh-oh.
gun to our heads to hold up
Wait.
these signs.
Is he gonna?
Wait.
I have to eat
He's
another.
gonna. Yeah, he's not gonna stop without that. Oh, you got a smaller one now. Don't eat it whole.
Yeah, I gave
Or
you
you
a
could if
smaller
you
one.
want.